I'm Caroline, the original Astro Warrior. Join me on my trip to cure the nation's ills on the streets of Grand Britannia. Are you ready to come with me? Are you a very sexual person? Come on, be honest. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling. I knew it had to go somewhere. They just pressed the button after 4 days of someone really pissing you off. Does that make sense? Would you give me some feedback here? Women are so difficult. You're so difficult. Come on, work with me. Whatever you do in terms of your own creativity, you have to nurture it. Because if you really wanted to, you could make money out of it. Okay? There's something I'm going to talk to you about here, and it's called lower ego. Whenever you doubt yourself, that's your lower ego. Whenever you say, I can't do it, I'm this, I'm that, it either means that you've been eating bad food, highly sensitive all of these children are, you haven't had enough sleep, or you've been taking intoxicants. Okay, don't make any decisions if you've had a Stella. Hello, I'm Caroline, the original Astro Warrior. Join me on my trip to cure the nation's ills on the streets of Grand Britannia. Are you ready to come with me? Are you a very sexual person? Come on, be honest. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling. I knew it had to go somewhere. They just pressed the button after 4 days of someone really pissing you off. Does that make sense? Would you give me some feedback here? Women are so difficult. You're so difficult. Come on, work with me. Whatever you do in terms of your own creativity, you have to nurture it. Because if you really wanted to, you could make money out of it. Okay? There's something I'm going to talk to you about here, and it's called lower ego. Whenever you doubt yourself, that's your lower ego. Whenever you say, I can't do it, I'm this, I'm that, it either means that you've been eating bad food, highly sensitive all of these children are, you haven't had enough sleep, or you've been taking intoxicants. Okay, don't make any decisions if you've had a Stella. Okay, fair play, have I got you? Yeah. Okay. But you know it's all with love, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. When I talk about the astrological terminology, don't follow me, because you'll get lost. I'm just working it out in my mind. It's like speaking French, and then I'll come back to you and give you the interpretation. Does that make sense? Yeah. If you try and follow me, you'll get lost. If I was to bet you £5 right now, I could draw your chart up and I can see a strong Taurian or earthy energy there. So basically, when in times of stress, you do things with your hands. Am I right? Yes. What do you do?
If I get stressed up, I've got to, think about one of my interests to take my mind off things, really.
Do you do stuff with your hands, though? Practical things?
Yeah, but quite good with the electronics.
What would you say is your best talent?
I don't know.
Oh, that's awful. I could reel off about 10,000 of my talents, because I love me. What are your talents? Why don't you love you? You're so beautiful. Oh.
I don't know what my best talent is.
Yes, come on now, Sagittarius.
She's hilarious.
Okay.
And she she does like herself. She does like herself.
Okay, good.
If someone doesn't like her though, she's not bothered, she can just wipe it off.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but I build things up and lose people.
Yes. And there have been some people that you're sorry to have lost, but they're terrified of this Scorpio stuff, but Scorpio energy is amazing. I'm not saying look for a Taurian, I'm saying look for someone, okay, who has Taurian qualities, someone who's very practical, someone who's good at making money, honest money. Yeah. Okay, because they'll always get caught. Okay, especially if they're around you. I don't. Okay, we'll leave that one there because we're on camera. Now then. Okay, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and basically Neptune rules expansiveness. So Pisces are very intuitive, very spiritual, very go with the flow, this kind of thing. Something like this. This is something that interests you as well. Am I going along the right lines here? So we were talking about the women and the arms folded. We had this conversation, didn't we? It's very difficult for me to get in. when automatically people fold their hands up, because I'm intuitive, so I would try and get in your energy, even though it doesn't come out here. That you feel very intensely about things. What do you do about that?
Yes, angry.
Okay, good. But with being a Sagittarius ascendant here, you would be very good with the truth. I'm not saying that you're always very truthful, but I'm saying you're very good with it. You know when people are being truthful or not. Okay, so what do? You let it build up and then blow.
Yeah.
Okay, this doesn't work for you. She'll be around forever, but there's some people that you could have lost, if that makes sense. And sometimes it doesn't matter so much now, but there will be people that are valuable. For you, I'm seeing very earth energy. So what I'm going to do is draw up your chart now, and I could probably bet you that you have either a Taurian ascendant or Taurian mind, if that makes sense. If someone knocks on your door, that's the energy that you greet them with. So when she's in a bad mood, she can be very self-righteous. Always right.
Yeah.
Would you say that's right? With you, you'll be very sort of try and keep the peace up to a certain stage, and then her sting will come out. So she'll almost be like, oh, everyone make friends, and then someone will step on her toe, piss her off, and she'll go, right, okay, screw her.
Yeah.
Here is the reason why you interested me so much is because my son is the same age as you, he's 16. What tends to happen with you guys is you're all highly intuitive and you can read people instantaneously. Teachers, people in authority, all of this kind of stuff. So you see straight through the facades that they're giving, okay, and you see where their motivation is coming from, okay? And this makes you natural born rebels and revolutionaries in the same sphere. Does that make sense? So if you have a teacher who's purely motivated by the money, going home at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you guys are going to be like sticking your two fingers up at them. What do you do for creativity?
Well, I do drama.
Ah, okay, interesting.
And I'm doing a media course.
Interesting. Okay, good. What do you do with your hands?
Do tend to
Come on,
make
fess up.
signs and well, yeah, I do like when I'm doing drama, I see it as a release and I use it to express myself.
That's great.
Deeply.
That's great because you have really intense emotions with all that Scorpio stuff. My son does graffiti. Unfortunately, it's not always on our own property.
And it's just strange that everything you said is true.
Do you think you find it helpful though?
Yeah, I do. Because people have told me what you've said. Like you should think more about what you're saying and don't react, respond, and it does make sense.
Just that taking it all personally. Okay, good. Well, good luck. So we'll see you in a week.
Zeffie, what did you think with Joanne's reading? Were there characteristics which were very strongly apparent in your friend Joanne?
Yeah, they were like spot on, weren't they?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you'd say actually possibly that the reading was far clearer for Joanne than Zeffie in this instance, or were you both equal?
Yeah, both.
Yeah?
But it's on both. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you have any issues which Caroline could have helped you with in the future?
I've just been doing counselling things at the minute, but it's the same thing she came out with, like the gym and
Right, okay. So both of you actually had a very similar sort of...
Yeah.
Excellent.